What's up, guys? It's the Only Fuzz here, and I'm bringing you some Black Ops Domination. Um, there's a reason why I'm giving this gameplay today. It's just because of the setup that I'm using. It's just basically, Akimbo Skorpions. You'll see my perks next time I die. Don't die an awful lot in this, thank God. Um, but the reason why I'm using this setup is to, reiterate a point. One of the biggest problems I find playing this game is the lack of variety that people use. Um, this is pretty much, how can I put it? This is pretty much just people who don't believe in changing setups or the guns. I mean, you have a look at if they'll be in a lobby for 10 games, those 10 games they'll probably rock in, an AK-47 or FAMAS or Galil, something stupid like that, and you rarely see anyone run around with, SMGs unless it's an MP5 or 74U. Although I do think they've been nerfed, 74U since this launch. But anyway, uh, it's very rare you'll see someone run around with akimbo weapons or even shotguns to that matter. I think in this game they did a good job with the shotguns. Spaz 12 is amazing. I think the stakeout's okay. Olympia is frustrating, but all the same, it is still good fun to use. And then HS10's amazing fun to use. Kimbo I've made a lot of people rage back in the day when I used to play this quite a lot. But yeah, I think if people didn't really care too much about how their stats look to the world, then I think they might be more persuaded to actually go out and try different setups rather than just a dual mag from us, flak jacket, hardline, sleight of hand pro, whatever. And it's just not just the same in this game either. I mean, oh, look at that guy! Couldn't believe that grenade went out the map then. But it's not just Black Ops I'm picking on. It's pretty much it's the same in Modern Warfare 2. It's definitely the same in Modern Warfare 3. I think I have one gameplay from that game that I'll put up, and then that's it. I threw the towel in with that game so many times. It's probably the most frustrating multiplayer experience I've ever had playing any sort of FPS multiplayer. I mean, it's just stupid. Anyway, I'll talk about that when I actually put the gameplay up. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of it can seem kind of annoying for the developers of the game, so Treyarch or Infinity Ward. They actually go out their way to put various weapons in the game. They put LMGs, SMGs, shotguns, snipers, assault rifles, and so on. But if you think about it, how many people do you actually see rocking an LMG or shotguns profusely now? Do you mean they may put out one gameplay using a shotgun, and then that's it. They'll make up some excuse. I don't really like it. It's too. It doesn't have the range. When you just know they're an assault rifle dickhead. But saying that, I do think the guns that aren't used in here are extremely good fun and quite underrated in my opinion. I've had a few decent gameplays, HK21 on this. I think that gun's really good with extended mags and hardened, but I'm not here to give tips on an old game, it's been and gone and all that. But yeah, I'm not asking people to just outright, just change all their classes. I'm just saying, if the guns are there for a reason. There's more than one type of gun in the game. So if you are a FAMAS 20k kill douchebag, then why don't you try actually swapping out for something like I don't know, an ACOG Uzi or an M60 with infrared, something wacky. If if you don't care about your KDR or anything like that, just slap it on. You know, it's guns are there to be used. Or just throw this out there. This isn't me complaining. It's just a little rant. I think one of why people use the guns is they have great imbalance. I mean, why would you want to use, I mean, if you look how good the FAMAS is, why would the hell would you want to use an Uzi over the FAMAS? You know, that shit just doesn't make sense, you know. I mean, it was a nice three-piece there. You know, it wouldn't make sense to go from, the best gun in the game to one of the worst, but, just try and challenge yourself with it, I suppose. I mean, the game is all about challenging yourself for how well you can do. I mean, I don't think you can tell how well you can do unless you can get consistently good scores. Pretty much any gun in the game. And I think if the guns were a bit more, a bit more balanced, I think Treyarch does a good job to a certain extent, and then there's always one gun that lets it down. The key example of their MP40 from World at War. But at the same time, saying that, does anyone think, or anyone not think, that the PPSH with the round drum and steady aim bandolier isn't overpowered? I think why would you don't need to aim in with that gun if you can snipe people from the hip with that fucking thing. But I think if the developers, I think Call of Duty in itself would actually benefit quite a lot from a beta a bit more. Just to fine tune everything so every gun has its strengths and weaknesses. I think if they attempted to do that for the next one, which I think is or will be Treyarch and Black Ops 2. So I think if they I know they did release the beta for Black Ops, which was a good idea, because I heard that the MPL rapid fire was massively overpowered, so they toned that down, and it's still a decent gun. It runs out of ammo way too fucking quickly for its own good. But yeah, I think if they actually, if Black Ops came out, it was the game that everyone wanted, and then after playing it, it's the game that everyone hated. I don't know why. I didn't actually mind this. It's probably my favorite COD of the series, to be honest. Yeah, I reckon the game would improve massively if they put in the beta at the end for, I think, about a month. Fine tune all the little problems out of it, and it would be a much better experience. Actually give every gun its own strengths and weaknesses. But if anyone wants to suggest me a wacky gun setup to use, in a Domination game, just leave it in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. The final score for here was for like 66 and 4, something like that. I can't remember, but I'll see you guys later.